Titans, issue number 2, the top tier superhero team of the DC Comics universe is here, folks. That's right. The first time in the history of DC continuity, the heroes that were the Teen Titans have officially taken over the ranks of their predecessors, and they're the elite heroes now. About damn time, if you ask me. I'm sure if you were to ask like a certain generation of comic book fans who they prefer more, the Teen Titans or the Justice League, a majority would say the Titans in the Teen Titans universe. Because those characters are cool. I like both. I like that this book is happening. This was a fun issue. It did a lot of stuff I liked. It gave every character a moment that I enjoyed. And I'm a fan of it. It looks great. It's well written. No complaints from this old sport. I really dig it. So we open up this book. Brother Blood is up to his old tricks. We're in the past sometime, and the Teen Titans are about to barge into his church and stop him from doing something evil. But when they get there, the Justice League are dealing with his cult, and they're like, oh. So they just walk away. And they're like, well, that sucked. Can they just fight like our arch nemesis like that? Is like that's something they're allowed to do? It kind of sucks. And they're all kind of just like let down by it. And you see who, I think it's Raven that's like, do you think the Titans will ever be as good as like the Justice League? And Dick's like, no, we're gonna be better. I just know it. Hard cut to Wally West's dead corpse lying on their floor. That's funny. That's funny. Everyone's like, okay, we should call his wife, right? And then Dick's like, yeah, I'll go do it. So he walks away. They all stare at the corpse like, what are we supposed to do? Dick walks back in instantly and he's like, yeah, Linda didn't answer because somebody else picked up the phone. And it's Wally. Wally's alive. Woohoo. But he's dead on the floor. So we deduce that the person we see dead on their floor is Wally West from the future. They're doing some tests to figure out what it is. There's no like optical illusions or magical properties to this death. Somehow, in some near future, Wally West died and he came back to their present. So Dick, being the son of a detective, is like, well, there's some rubber on the shoes that match up with the cosmic treadmill. There's some wood, smoke, and ash in the suit that relates to like a forest fire somewhere rather than something industrial. So there's clearly something that happened here that we have to figure out. And as they're trying to understand what's going on, they get a call from Orville. It's like, yo, there's like a huge forest fire going on in the Borneo rainforest. And Beast Boy's like, oh shit, do you know how many things live in that rainforest? We have to act now. And Wally's like, I can be there soon. But Dick stops him, being like, you can't go. I'm not letting you go. Well, it's like, what, you think you could stop me? Oh shit, can you stop me? And we get like the classic thing that you see in other iterations of team books where Batman has a contingency for everybody he works with. But Dick's like, yeah, there's a lot of power in this team, and it would be irresponsible not to have contingencies in this place. But unlike Batman, I won't hide them from you, okay? I know your strengths and your weaknesses, and I know everything you guys are capable of, right? I also know that there's evidence on the dead Wally's body that relates to a forest fire, so if there's a forest fire happening, it is probable that it could be one of the events that leads to his death. So, we're going to investigate the body, the rest of you are going to head out and stop this rainforest fire. And that's cool. And Dick's like, Donna, you will lead the mission. She's like, what? Okay, so she leads the mission. They all head to the rainforest. What are they going to do to stop it? Instantly, Gar is like, I'm on animal control. I'm going to go deal with that. We're going to find a nearby body of water, and we're going to save this forest. And we cut to see Gar has turned into an orangutan, and he's trying to lure them away, but he's like, I'm in a lot of trouble here. I can't save any of these people. He's holding like a young, like, what do you call like a young ape? Is there a name for that? Is it just like a cub? Or a pup or something, I don't know, but he's got one in his clutches. And then we see that Cyborg and Raven are able to manipulate and bring some water overhead to stop the rain from spreading, or stop the fire from spreading, I should say. But it's too late. Gar is surrounded by the dead skeletons of the orangutans, and the little like cub he is holding is like burned, and he's like, I need to know who did this because I am having a moment right now. And that's when Starfire shows up with like a couple of these guys in like a bulldozer fleeing the scene, and Gar's like, okay, I'm taking heads right now, you son of a bitches, how could you burn a forest? But it's Vic who's like, dude, there's no way they are responsible for any of this, it's certainly not their fault. And then he starts doing like he analyzes some of like the burn marks and what's remaining, and he's like, the blast that hit here was Tamaranian. Uh-oh. Is something going on related to Starfire? Are we giving her something to do? The one character who has yet to have anything happen in these 2 issues? That's cool. Look, what I love about this book so far is that the creative team is taking it seriously, that they are capable of putting out a fire. Like, it's not going to be, we need 20 issues of this crap. It's just, 4 pages, maybe even 3, where it's like, okay, we have people capable of bringing water to the location. They bring water to the location. We lost a couple animals. The only one who's really freaking out about it in a major way is Garfield. Everyone else is just aware that we prevented more life from being catastrophic. That's good. But we lost a couple of orangutan and jaguars. That sucks. And it hurts, and nobody's happy about it. I like that. The province I currently live in is dealing with forest fires on a heavy scale, so seeing it be so well portrayed in a book like this, it's nice. Just like, if we had a Raven and Cyborg, they might be in my province right now stopping all this shit from happening. Oh boy. So, we save the day. Now we cut back to Titan's Tower. It's nighttime. Donna and Corey are going to have a conversation where Donna's like, so how do you feel about like Dick telling me to lead the mission? And she's like, we're adults, okay? We're not children. We're not going to like have a squabble over who's leading. You had a plan to deal with the fire. It worked out. If you're leading, I'm following. And I'm like, yes, thank you. None of like this bullshit with the older generation just like, well, I've been doing this longer, so I should do it, or I'm boinking the lead. I don't know. It's great. Is Corey with Dick at this point? I don't know. Who's to say? No, because he's with Babs, right? I don't know. Strange. And then we just see Raven and Gar and Vic are in like the living room area, and you see that Vic's kind of unpacking, but Gar's just like, well, I unpacked one thing. I put the TV up on the wall. And that is when they see like a broadcast for like the new Brother Blood talking about the future of his fast-growing religion. And every single one of the Titans is just like, I'm sorry, what did he just say? So how does this book end, you might be wondering? Well, we go to a talk show where Brother Blood shows up and he's like, we're rebranding, it's okay, like the cult stuff in churches, they're all kind of weird right now. There is so much we could say about churches in like modern comic books, so we're rebranding, we're going to be the Church of Eternity. It's all great, everyone's happy, we know how to make people feel better. Like, look, churches are crazy, and we've had some rough history. Trust me, we've had some rough history. But we're rebranding, we're making things better, we're here to serve you. We're going to do better because of it. And I'm like, I guess you are. If you say you are, I can't disagree with that, dude. So, how are they going to start, like, rebranding this? Because even as the talk show host says, like, well, we are aware that, like, you had run-ins of superheroes in the past. He's like, oh, it's okay, let's not sanitize our history. We fought against the Titans before. They were against us, but I'm proud to say that our new church and our new approach has a Titans support. And who walks out to support Brother Blood's new attempts? It's none other than Garth. It's Tempest. They got the Aqualad baby, and all the Titans are like, oh no. What I really like about this is it could just be like, yeah, maybe we're having like a brainwashing thing happen with Garth and he's a part of it. It does kind of read like, do you remember like the plot of The Boys season 3 where like the Deep joined that weird church? It's got that kind of vibe to it, even of like the water guy being involved. But I think that's great. I mean, yeah, because Roy's off doing something in the Green Arrow book. Garth was the only one who's not attached to anything yet, so dude, put him here. That's sick. I think that's hilarious. Fun book. Every character acts like they are emotionally developed, where it's like, yeah, we're not children. I'm not going to lie to you that I have contingencies. I'm not going to complain that you're leading a mission. I think it's good. The only one who's the most like fragilely emotional is Beast Boy, but that's because the dude just watched a bunch of animals burn in front of him. That would scar anybody, so I don't have any complaints with that. Well written, well executed, a strong Titans book. If you're not reading this one, it's an easy pickup. Easy pickup. So, Titans issue number 2, I am going to give a 9 out of 10. Now, thank you all for watching this review. Be sure to like and subscribe to the channel. As always, you can check me out on Instagram, TikTok, and Twitter. And as always, I will catch you in the next one. Have fun. Stay safe. Good luck.